morning, dear children. In this poem, today will be we finished already this poem geography lesson, but we discussed about it. But this video will help you understand all the aspect of this poem. And this is written by Zulfikar Ghosh. He was born in India before independence. Eventually, after independence, he settled in Pakistan and now he resides in USA. Like, this is an extra information which you don't have to retain in mind, but just have to have some knowledge. This is a single stanza poem of 24 lines and does not have any rhyme scheme. In this poem, Ghosh talks about three things. Firstly, how everything looks from the sky. Secondly, how civilization was set up. And lastly, why people hate each other. I told you, one thing which the poet was aghast to see, he was really hurt to see, was that how people have created barriers in between. Why people have created barriers in between. Barriers, what we mean by barriers? See, we human beings, what we do, first we occupy land, then we make, we construct a design, and that is like our homes, and then we, we would raise up a wall, between, in between our neighbors. You know what, this is how we create barriers. Now the poet says that, one sec. No. Now, the poet says that the poem displays the poet's concern for the division and friction among people. The poem begins with the poet seeing the city from the jet, and he says that from that height, everything seems too small. He can see the full city properly. Also, he finds that the city is not properly planned and is disorganized. Thus, it has no particular style. Now, when the jet reached the height of 10,000 feet, he could see that the cities were located near the rivers or water resources, and he realizes that the availability of water resources is the reason behind the unorganized cities. Now, the cities grew as per the necessities. We have discussed about it. People settle near the water resources more as they require water for almost all their activities. And that is why the people, they chose to settle down close to rivers. And he understands that the fertile land and water are the key to human existence. Thus, he can see the logical reason for the development of the city. This is one of the reasons, why the city is developed this way. Drinking water is vital. We all know, how important it is. Vital is important, and water is necessary for almost all human activities. We discussed it: agricultural, production, business, transport, everything. And he also now is clear that the earth has more water than land, and also that the earth is round. Now, lastly, he ponders, why have people on earth built walls, boundaries, barriers, which you talked about? The poet says that human beings have a lot of knowledge about the earth, its shape, emergence of civilization, cities and nations, but in this quest, we have attained absolutely no knowledge about how to live peacefully on this amazing planet. And he fails to understand the thing that why people hate each other so much. We have discussed it already at length. So, you can hear this video and you'll understand, when you do the reading part of this poem, because we are not going into the question answers part of this poem. It is only to appreciate the lines. It is basically and to comprehend the idea. All right, everyone, we'll stop here. Take care, you all.